YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video. And in today's video, I decided to show the big boys up front some love. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why the Washington football team offensive line will be surprisingly good in 2020. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case, our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it. Where all my Washington fans at? Y'all the Washington football team. How do you expect to be good, man? Y'all are trash. 3-13 yet again. Blah, blah, blah. Listen. We Washington. Chase him with a sack, rush him down. Feel like I'm sick every time he get the ball. You know it's a touchdown. Who that out wide? McLaurin, 17. You know that he's scoring. It's right off the edge. He's stopping the run. This defense is crazy. It's number one. Look at Trash, the way that he punt. You get it? We Washington, man, we Washington. So let me clarify some things before we get into today's video. No, I'm not saying this offensive line will be great. Am I saying they have the potential to be good / great? Yes, I am. I'm not flatly saying this offensive line is amazing, because let's be real, this is probably one of the worst offensive lines we had in I would say in forever, because at time and point we were one of the best offensive line teams in the NFL. So with that being said, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that we're gonna be the best. I'm saying that we have the potential to be one of the best offensive lines in all of football. So let's get straight into it. So with that being said, we have Chase Roullier holding it down, and as center we have left guard. Left side of the offensive line is a little worrisome to a lot of people. Left guard is Wes Martin / Wes Schroeder. I don't know which one's going to start. I'm thinking it's going to be Wes Schroeder, but it could very well be Wes Martin. Left tackle is going to be Geron Christian, and right tackle we know we're holding it down with Morgan Moses and Brandon Sheriff. Now with that being said, I know a lot of people doesn't like Morgan Moses. I know everyone hates Morgan Moses, but let me drop the ball on you about Morgan Moses. Morgan Moses, if you haven't known, this guy has been playing injured for, I don't know, ever since we got him. Ever since probably outside of his rookie year, this guy's been banged up every year, and he hasn't missed the game. We got to give Morgan Moses props on that, and that's why I respect him so much. Although he does cause me pain with them holding penalties, he has been playing through injuries, and this year the guy has, been healthy. He's the healthiest he's been ever since he became a pro, and this guy has lost a ton of weight, and he just looks way better. He looks like the best shape he's been in his whole career. So we should have the best Morgan Moses that we had since we drafted him out of Virginia. So I'm just excited for Morgan Moses. Brandon Sheriff, we know we're going to get out of Brandon Sheriff for all pro right guard for a reason. And a lot of people, although Saahdiq Charles isn't going to start the season off, a lot of people said that he might get kicked inside to left guard. We drafted Brandon Sheriff to be a right tackle, but then he was just too small, so we kicked him inside to right guard, and look how's that pan out for him. He's an all pro now. So don't be surprised if Saahdiq Charles plays a little bit of left guard, just because he's not that big. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. At first when I heard it, I thought it was a little off, but now thinking about it, I would not be surprised if Saahdiq Charles is playing left guard this year once he is healthy. Now, the left side of the offensive line, like I said, is a little bit questionable. But if we do start Wes Martin, he could possibly build off of what he, had the last stretch of the season. Not only was Dwayne Haskins on fire the last couple weeks of the season, but Wes Martin finally got into his groove up front too. And then left tackle, Geron Christian is going to be in for surprising a lot of people, because like I said, and like if you've been following these videos, Geron Christian has been having an outstanding camp. He had an outstanding camp, and Ron Rivera loves him. That's the reason why he's the starting left tackle. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Saahdiq Charles wasn't there. I still feel as though that he would have went with Geron Christian. Geron Christian was taking the majority of the first team reps, and he's been doing well. So he is going to be your starting left tackle. No, he's not Trent Williams, but he did work out with Trent Williams and Adrian Peterson this whole entire offseason. So it's like maybe he's finally finding his groove. You know what I'm saying? When he first came in here, he literally said it out of his own mouth. He saw Morgan Moses and Trent Williams and was like, it's literally no way I will start. But look how that panned out for him, man. The first 3 years years were atrocious for one Geron Christian. But you know, as he got older, as he got, you know, more practice under him, and as he got a new coaching staff that actually believed in him and gave him the chance to be successful, it seems like it's going in the right direction. Like I said, this offensive line could really surprise you this year. Not only are we have a nice mix of veterans and young guys on this offensive line, but everyone seems to be at their most healthiest point of their career. More so Morgan Moses. I'm excited to see what Morgan Moses has to offer this year, because like I said, them penalties killed us every year, them holding penalties. But the reason why he was holding so much is because he was getting beat so much because he didn't have the confidence in his body. His body was already, you know, wear and teared every year, so he just didn't have the confidence in his body. Now he's healthy, and he just hopefully he can sustain the health this year. Let me knock on some wood here for my boy Morgan Moses. Hopefully he can sustain, you know, being healthy this whole year, and if he can do that, then Morgan Moses might be in for the best career, or the best year of his career as a pro, I should say. And like I said, guys, I know a lot of people do not like Morgan Moses. Trust me, I'm not the biggest fan of him. But we gotta understand, if we did not have Morgan Moses, it would very well be worse than having, you know, a random guy. You know what I'm saying? So Morgan Moses, I'd rather have Morgan Moses. Basically, what I'm saying is, I'd rather have Morgan Moses over anybody else in the NFL, because, like I said, once again, I'll reiterate this, it would be way worse. Although we want Morgan Moses gone, some people, it would be way worse without Morgan Moses. So let's give him another chance, man. And I just feel as though that a lot of people are underestimating our offensive line just because of how young it is on the left side and how inconsistent Morgan Moses is on the right side. Chase Roulier and Brandon Sheriff seem to be the most consistent offensive lineman that we have, hence why he's going to get paid this offseason coming up. He just got to continue to stay healthy and ball out. Ron Rivera just wants to see him do good. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason. I know this has nothing to do with it, but that's another reason why he didn't pay Quinn Dunbar, because he just wanted to see what he had, and Quinn Dunbar was being, you know, an a-hole, and was just being, you know, impatient. So with that being said, man, this offensive line could be in a rude awakening for a lot of defensive lines. I mean, the thing that I'm most concerned about, like I said, is just the left side, and not even left guard more so. I'm just concerned about the left tackle position, and that's because that's Dwayne Haskins' blind side. That's who we need him to protect the most. We need the left side to protect Dwayne the most, and if this offensive line could protect him, this team will be up, you know, this team will show up earlier than what a lot of teams. This team will be in good hands. If that offensive line, I'm telling you, if Brandon Sheriff, Morgan Moses, Chase Roulier, Geron Christian, Wes Martin, Wes Schwartz, whoever's starting at left guard, if they can protect Dwayne and work as a unit, this team will be a top-notch team. And I'm being honest, Dwayne Haskins is going to be in the best hands possible. Like I said last year, he was getting shuffled in and out of the lineup as far as linemen were going. He didn't have a tight end, and then he didn't have a coaching staff that wanted him, so he was literally in a position to fail. But now he has some weapons around him. It's his team, and I don't know how I always do this. This video has nothing to do with Dwayne, but I just always find a way to throw him in here just because I love Dwayne so much, man, and I see the potential that he has. So with that being said, if this offensive line could protect one Dwayne Haskins, we would be in good hands. Just back to the offensive line to close out the video. This offensive line will be surprisingly good in 2020. All we have to do is sustain health. If we healthy throughout the whole year, not even the whole year, majority of the year, I would say probably week 13. If we can stay, at least everyone stay healthy to at least week 13, we'll be in good hands. Because if we are that healthy into that time frame, I'm pretty sure we're fighting for a playoff spot. But once everything starts to go downhill, once bodies start dropping like flies, then that's when we're in bad hands. But when, other than that, when everyone is healthy, we know how good this offensive line could be. And I know the new offensive line coach is going to be a great offensive line coach. Let's be real, no one is replacing Bill Callahan, but hopefully this new offensive line coach can somewhat bring that, you know, what Bill Callahan had installed. You know, maybe he kept some of it, maybe he just started fresh, who knows. But like I said, this offensive line, and more specifically Morgan Moses, has looked healthy, the best in shape he's looked all his career. So I'm excited for one Morgan Moses. Big Mo, Uncle Mo, let's see what you have, baby. And with that being said, it's been your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington football team. This is why I believe the Washington football team offensive line will be surprisingly good in 2020. Like I said, Geron Christian, left tackle, had an outstanding camp. Left guard, Wes Schwartz or Wes Martin. Whoever we roll with is going to be solid. I think we're going to go with Wes Martin just because he had majority of the training camp action. Wes Schwartz was out with the injury. Sadiq Charles is a guy that we can't forget about. He'll be coming back probably week 3 or week 4. Then the Chase Roulier is probably one of the best centers in all of football. Left or right guard, Brandon Sheriff, all pro right guard. Morgan Moses in the best shape of his life that he's been in the pros. Lost pounds and he's just healthy, man. So it's been a while, like I said, since Morgan Moses is healthy. So now that he's healthy, we should be good. Dwayne should be in good hands. Like I said, I'm just a little concerned about that left tackle position in Geron Christian, but we should see what he has to offer. And if he's really as good as he was in training camp, Dwayne is in good hands, and we should be in good hands too. So as always, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. I'm out. Peace.
I got a bad bitch, she said we gon' spoil you. I love them sticks, nigga, with them 40. She love my dick, all way horny. Ain't getting back door, you already informed. Can't fuck with these niggas be corny. I'ma shoot a little step, and there was no Jordans.